Welcome to Madh Island, a picturesque haven just off the bustling streets of Mumbai. Known for its lush landscapes and quaint fishing villages, Madh Island offers a stark contrast to the chaos of central Mumbai. The distance between the heart of Mumbai and Madh Island may seem insignificant on a map, but the journey can take you from the concrete jungle to an eerie world of its own. While Madh Island is now well developed and a popular getaway destination, it wasn't always so. Just a few years ago, this place had a deserted vibe, with roads less traveled and mysteries hidden in the shadows. And now, let me take you on a spine-tingling journey down a stretch of road on Madh Island that's infamous for its haunted experiences. Our story begins with a young girl, alone in the city, hailing a black and yellow taxi from a central location in Mumbai. Little did she know that this taxi ride would become a nightmare she'd never forget. As the girl stepped into the cab, she couldn't help but notice that the driver looked a bit off, but she brushed it off as her imagination playing tricks on her. The late-night journey to Madh Island began in silence, but it didn't take long for her to sense something unusual. A strange presence beside her. A woman whose hair was a tangled mess and clothes torn seemed to be sitting right next to her in the taxi. The girl's heart raced as she caught glimpses of the woman's side profile, her unsettling smile never leaving her face. Terrified, the girl kept her gaze straight ahead, hoping it was just her mind playing tricks on her. The taxi ventured into dark, patchy roads. Despite her efforts to avoid looking at the woman, the girl's peripheral vision continued to capture the ghastly presence. Still smiling menacingly, the cab reached the beginning of a narrow lane that led to the girl's destination, a bungalow on Madh Island. Trembling with fear, the girl asked the cab driver to drop her right in front of the bungalow. Initially reluctant, after much insistence, the driver complied and stopped the cab at the front gate. Overwhelmed by fear, the girl broke into tears, hoping that once inside her bungalow, this torment would finally end. She paid the cab driver, avoiding looking back at the seat, convinced that it was all a product of her imagination. But just as she was about to leave, the cab driver called out to her, his voice trembling. "Cab driver. Ma'am, you also saw her, right?" The girl turned to the cab driver in disbelief, realizing that she was not alone in her encounter with the eerie woman. The horror they both witnessed that night would forever haunt their memories. And so, the stretch of road on Madh Island continues to be a place where the boundaries between the living and the supernatural seem to blur, leaving those who dare to venture into the darkness with tales of haunted encounters they can never forget.